Ah, so you are the kind my son is so enamored with. Thank you for waiting. The court appears to have overrun yet again. Another squabble between anarch factions. It grows oh so tiresome. Soon enough the prince will grow tired of their back and forth and finally take a hard stance on the matter. But that is not what I am here to talk about, no. What we are here to talk about is you. Oh, I understand you're new to the city. You did very well announcing yourself upon entry. So few of the newer generation understand the need for propriety upon entering another kindred's domain. Oh, come, won't you have a drink? Trust me. I just brought one up for the cellar for this. It is a vintage Sir Francis Drake. Surprisingly sweet with a slightly bitter aftertaste. Such were the men of the time. Something the modern-day cattle can't seem to replicate. Shame I never had the opportunity to meet the man. I would have made sure to have saved a few bottles for myself. Still, it is traditional to celebrate with a drink before one's induction. Let's pour you a glass. There you are. Before we continue, I must say that you're going to be residing in my son's territory, and by extension, mine. Hence it was only natural for an individual such as myself to do his research. I understand there were issues in your prior domain. I trust those issues won't be following you here. Very good. Now don't misunderstand. I enjoy the old bucket of glitter joke as much as the next kind, but Elder Cullen didn't appear to appreciate being called a sparkly vampire. Just try to keep such practical jokes to those who lack the power to call a blood hunt on you. Now, with that out of the way, I am an Heir Tempest, 5th generation kind. And might I ask your name? I already know it, but I find it polite. We spend so much time scheming back and forth and back and forth. The very least we can do is put a name to the face. I can certainly see why my son was enthused with you. Do you know why I love names? They are like a living history. Populations rise and fall. Trends become prevalent before fading and finally flickering out. Names are a sign of the way a society is developing. It is as much a sign of the people as a sign of the times. What's a good example? The early 1900s. They are about conformity, similar names, building a unit. That is what the cattle developed their society around. The ideas of honor, nobility, diligence, all things far above them. While modern times, well, the idea of individuality has taken hold. Naturally, this supposed growth is still directed and controlled by the upper echelons of society, but cattle need to be directed. The best freedom is freedom controlled by those who would benefit the most. Keep the herd docile, provide scapegoats, and they will spend more time looking at each other than at the bigger picture. But I have rambled. After a certain period of time, you begin to notice the ebb and flow of society, the patterns much like the waves. Tell me, how long have you been a child of the night? Still so young. So much to see, so much to do. The world at your fingertips. I hope you survive long enough to become a veteran of the nightly game our kindred play. And please know, my son's endorsement of you does not mirror my own. Not that I have any issue with you, merely that I believe in forming my own opinion of others, rather than allowing reputation to influence my actions. It is not hard to see one as an individual, but it seems many have that issue. It is one of the things that remind us that we are, so much like the cattle. In some aspects, at least. Not that I have a negative predisposition towards you, simply that upon your induction to the court, I will allow your actions, votes, and choices to speak for themselves. Oh, my son, yes, the devil of a boy. Oh, you really did quite well finding him. He is not actually my son, however, I sired him a few centuries back. And I can certainly say I am proud. Even if he did sire you without permission. I will certainly be having words with him in regards to that. Oh, please don't worry. I can certainly see why he turned you. Although, as the humans say, a heads up would have been appreciated. No, I know the way it was. We were all young once. Someone sees an individual such as yourself and they can't help but want to make that beauty last eternal. Worry not. Simply respect the legends of our court, respect the members, and if you absolutely must bump someone off, try not to be found out. Oh, and don't drink their blood. I know, it's tempting, but back in the good old days no one would have batted an eye at a vampire drinking another's blood, but now it appears to be a taboo. I mean, what is wrong with enjoying the spoils of the kill? Might I offer you some advice? From an old hand to a new. Best to stay away from the anarchs. Revolution has a habit of a bloody end. Best to keep with those who understand the order of things. Once the cards are down and the prince has made his decree, this whole disagreement will be sorted out. And it's best to be on the right side of history, even if it is a history no one will know of. Now, best prepare for your court induction. Oh, it's going to be quite the affair. Lots of merrymaking, fake smiles, and daggers in the back. Just don't let anyone win you over too easily. My brothers and sisters of the night have been playing the game for centuries, and I think it best if you don't allow yourself to become a pawn in a game you have yet to fully comprehend. I have seen too many enthusiastic young kindred succumb to plots and ploys. But I best depart. I have kept you verbally hostage long enough. Take 5, make any last-minute touch-ups, and I will have a ghoul collect you for your vampiric induction. And don't worry, I'll make sure my son is in the audience. To be young and in love.